If you're stepping into a new season of life right now, I just want to remind you something. You don't have to know exactly what God is doing for Him to be working. Maybe you're starting college, a new school, a new job, or moving somewhere new, or just realizing that life is moving faster than you thought. I was reading Ecclesiastes 3 last night, and it just really changed the way I think about seasons. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under the heaven." Then Solomon goes on to list all these different seasons: a time to born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to weep and a time to laugh. I think sometimes we look at the seasons of our lives and ask, why am I here? Why am I waiting? Why did God allow this moment to change? But maybe the better question isn't, why am I in this season? But God, what are you doing through me during this season? Every season has a purpose. There are seasons of preparation where God calls you to go. There are seasons of beginnings where you're stepping into something completely new. Seasons of change where what you're comfortable with is suddenly changed completely. And seasons of waiting where it feels like nothing's happening, but God may be preparing you for something you don't even know about yet. And there's seasons where God asks you to surrender what you thought your life was gonna go like, and fully step into what He has called you to do. But like the part we miss sometimes is God made everything beautiful in its time. Not when we want it, not when we understand it, but in its time. God has put eternity in our hearts, yet we can't fully comprehend everything He's doing from the beginning to the end. In other words, you can see your season, but God sees the whole story. We might see the chapter we're living in, but He sees the whole book. So if you're walking into a new season and you're nervous, excited, confused, or even scared, don't feel like you have to have everything figured out. You don't need to know every person you're going to meet. You don't have to know every opportunity that is coming. You don't have to know exactly where it's going to take you. You just need to trust the one that already knows. So as you step into this season, don't just ask God to make it easy, but ask Him, what are you trying to teach me? Who are you calling me to become? And how can I glorify you here where I'm at? Because someday you may look back at this season and realize that the things you were questioning was actually part of God's preparation. You may not understand the season you're in, but you can trust the one who put you there. So whatever season you're stepping into, don't waste it and let God use it.